What has it been like dating and start a relationship, living on top of each other?
That's the best part right there. Oh,
Oh yeah. We're back in St. Petersburg, Florida. This place is crawling with all sorts of people having fun. It's February. Everyone's got their shirts off. They're doing yoga and gymnastics and hanging out on hammocks, playing volleyball. I thought it was going to be cold. I'm not dressed the part. It's okay. You wouldn't believe how many vans there are out here today. Let's go. Check us out. Look over here. Tony, get a picture of that. Look at this parking lot. There are multiple parking lots on this park here in St. Pete, and they're all like this. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 vans, 2 schoolies, and some other stuff's in there that I don't even know. A couple cars with some serious hippies, real hippies out here. Anyways, and you can tell. Look at this gathering we've got over here. It's like a yoga gymnast class. Definitely a bunch of vanners. This is definitely a van apocalypse over here. Yeah. That's how I met my wife. I was half naked in the park and I asked her to jump on my shoulders. Ever since then, it's been love. All right, we've got vans, we've got RVs, we've got schoolies, we've got cars, we've got a Cybertruck. I don't think anyone's living in the Cybertruck, but it's blacked out, you never know. We got someone barbecuing over here. Everyone's hanging out, having a good time. Van life is free and clear in St. Petersburg, for real. Everyone is hanging out, making dinner. So many people to talk to. Look at this little hippie peace van.
huh?
Here we go. Here we go. All right. Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. My name's Terry. I'm a van builder here in town.
Okay.
And I came down. I'm doing a little show where I interview van lifers, people living in their vans.
Okay.
And so I wanted to see what you guys were up to, see if you were up for an interview. So if you're down, we can get started. I'm Terry, by the way. What's your name?
Papa.
Hoffa? Nice
Yeah,
to meet
nice
you.
to
And you?
meet you.
Steven? Nice to meet you.
Okay. So you
Cool.
got your-
And this is Tony right here. You can come on over.
Hi, Tony.
I'm the weird guy over
I always tell them to hang back. We've only done this a few times, and I'm like, hang back in case someone freaks out. Because
Cool. Do we need to
usually I
sit?
knock and like people get a little freaked out.
What's up, man?
How's it going?
Oh, nice. Painting.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, we do a lot of that.
We can do it. You want to just go at it and see what happens?
All right, so we just met Steven and his girlfriend,
Yes.
Hoffa. She'll be right back around. So how long you had this van, you said?
About a year and some change. Year and a couple months.
Okay, cool. And we caught him when you were doing some touch-ups. So you mind giving us a little tour of the rig? You built this yourself?
I did not build it all the way myself. Partially built, and I finished the job. So
Okay, cool.
I got the bones of it, and then I just made it prettier. Welcome to my house, MTV Crib Style.
Yes.
So to orient you to the back of the van, the first thing you probably notice are what's exposed on here. What you can't see because of the clutter is a Cruise in Comfort AC unit. So it pulls about 800 watts of electricity, but it makes the van extremely cold. So in the summers, if we find ourselves in a really hot spot, we usually plug in via shore power because this will drain my battery. But this is like a must-have if you're in Florida in a van. That's the AC unit. Over here is a 30-gallon water tank, gray water, and then storage. So this is like my garage. That's pretty much it for the back. Other than, when we come to the front, I can show you my projector. That's kind of
plus
cool.
screen. Let's come around.
Yeah.
And this I see is a Sprinter.
This is a Sprinter, 2017 2500, 170-inch wheelbase. So this is the front of the van. We have a ton of storage, which I need to clean up because I got paint all over the handles. But my closet, deep drawers. So I have her and my clothes all the way to the bottom, shoes at the bottom. This is really important because it offers comfort. It's our I can't remember the name of it, but you can either pull air in or push air out. So if you have the side windows open and the back closed and this is pushing air out, it'll create a nice little stream of air. So you can be really strategic with that. Come on in. So we have a full-size shower. Underneath we have hot and cold water. The hot water obviously uses electricity, so we prefer cold showers in this van. Sink. We have a fridge. I wish I knew the name of it for the people watching this video, but it gives you everything you need and more. If you come further in, more storage, drawers, cabinets up here are things like food, protein bars, plates, cups. And then further back, we have more storage. This is an exciting cabinet because this is my electrical. So 420 amp hour battery, lithium battery, Epcot. Under here, this is my solar component. So it takes if you wanted to get the top of it, I have a ladder, but I have four 200-watt solar panels, four 200-watt solar panels on the roof. That gives me a lot of energy. And yeah, and then the cushions in the front, they make this bed. And that's it.
Sweet. Cool.
This is a
awesome.
Cool feature too.
Yeah, let's go look at that.
Oh. Projector, put the projector up here. It shoots it here for a little movie night.
Does she come from Brazil?
No. Whoa! Come! Let's go!
So what got you into van life? And how long's it been?
I'll go first. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So I've been in the van for, I got it last January. I bought it in December, but I've been living in it a full year. The anniversary is probably like this month. Why I got into it, I've always had a longing to be like places that I wasn't adventure-wise. I wanted to go explore places I'd never been. I always found myself like living the traditional expected path with like work or with family stuff, and so I kept fighting that urge, and I found myself like constantly researching. I was addicted to the YouTube channels of people on sailboats with families or people doing van life, and so like by addicted I mean like people watch TV shows, Netflix and Apple TV. I would go on YouTube and people would have the notification on, and when a new video dropped for the people I was subscribed to, that was like my TV.
Yeah.
And then I found myself in a situation where I was going down a path and something changed. And so the compelling event was I no longer was going down that path where I found it was a very niche specific path of potentially going into a longer term commitment of a life. It's with a girl.
Not me.
Not her.
Okay.
I tried to word that the right way.
So you'll come in the picture soon enough, I'm sure.
And that dissolved for the best reasons, for the best possible reasons. And then I had an opportunity. I had no overhead. I had own children. I hadn't bought a house yet. And I thought, why don't I do something crazy that now is the perfect time to do and buy a van?
Yeah.
And so I just kind of had to seize the moment. It was really uncomfortable. And I thought, based on all the fanboying I did at Vanlife, that I would prepare me, but it didn't. But I'm happy I made that really scary jump into van life. And that's why I did it.
Oh, amazing. And where were you?
I was in St. Pete.
Oh, so you were living here.
Like 3 par 5s that way.
Holy shit.
It's been a year. You've been out and about. Have you traveled a bit?
Yes, I started in St. Pete, and I was really afraid to do anything because I was nervous about sleeping on the street, and I thought I was going to get knocked on by the cops all the time. So I the first 4 months, I was just in front of my buddies' places that lived in the city, and I was so scared and nervous. So I was basically just a guy living in his van in front of his friend's house.
Renting driveways.
Yeah. And I think like what really helped me like jump in the water was when I took my first trip. I went to like I'm from Wisconsin originally, so I like went back to Wisconsin with the van. I think like phase one was rest stops. Like you have to be able to be comfortable sleeping overnight in rest stops. And then phase two is using like iOverlander app. Then I started taking more trips. So North Carolina, Wisconsin, New England. But she is a real reason why I was able to leave the nest is because she plays competitive sand volleyball. So the catalyst for where I would go in the summer were her events in Colorado and Wisconsin, in California, in Virginia. She was kind of the reason that I got kicked out of the nest is because I wanted to follow a pretty tall Brazilian high-level athlete.
There's no better reason.
Yeah. So,
and did you give up whatever you have going on? Are you in this thing full time with them? Are you hopping in and out?
For like 4 months I did. So I was living in downtown St. Pete. I had an apartment and then my lease was up and my season was in full blood. And then I was thinking like, I'm gonna pay another like $2,500 for a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, and I'm gonna be on the road traveling a lot. Or I'm gonna go with him. And we don't have to pay for like transportation, hotels. And he invited me. I actually invited myself. I don't know how like it happened because it was very like early in the relationship kinda. We had probably like 3 months and I was like, I'm jumping in the van with you. Like and but it just happened and the universe aligned and I felt it was the right place, right time, right person, and I allowed myself to like go with it, even though like same story as him. I always love to see people living a different lifestyle, and I think it's a good checkbox to do before having kids, especially to me. Maybe like he has a different opinion.
So you got rid of your apartment, so
yes
you both are in this. So
that lease is over.
So you're here. I imagine it's season now in town, and so where you guys headed from here? Or is it don't even know yet?
Conversation tonight.
Don't even know yet. We'll figure it out tonight.
Well, we have 2 dogs.
Okay.
Over
there. Yeah, I saw the pups.
What I've learned is where you go is based on the season and the weather, the temperature for us. It's like you can't be. It's really difficult to live this lifestyle in an area with a dog like a golden retriever when it's brutally hot. Because I mean, I'll be okay. I can sweat all day, but when she's panting, it stresses me out, stresses her out. No bueno. An unchecked place on the map for us is the Northwest: Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Montana.
Yeah.
So I have a strong desire to go there and spend a lot of time there this summer. I don't know what a lot means, but we also have like trips coming up. Like I have to go to Portugal for work. She has to go to, she'll be in Colorado for work. I think she has to go back to Salt Lake City. So we'll see. I mean, this is where we want to be now, and we'll probably be here until.
Isn't that awesome? You don't really have to have it planned out. You can just kind of go where you want, as you feel, as it works out.
Yeah.
No stress, no subleasing, no worry about any of that kind of stuff. So what do you do now when you're in town? So like you hang out here. Where do you go to sleep comfortably and live without being stressed out?
Like it's like any city. You go on iOverlander app, you see where the people say are good spots, but then what we've learned from being in we would consider this a stealth van, even though people with the trained eye see the solar panels on top, they'll probably be like Vanlifer. But this fits in a normal parking spot. So like any not like quiet road, we find apartment complexes. If there's parking, general parking on the side of the apartment complex in a quiet neighborhood, bingo. We can sleep there for the night. Our general rule is get there late, leave early.
Yeah.
Leave early, come to a park like this, spend the entire day there. When this park closes, go find a place to sleep. We already had the bed made, the shades are down, there's no light coming out of it. We're there to sleep.
That's it.
Wake up early and go to a beautiful park like this. Look at the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy. Cool. So a lot of street parking in town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, neighborhoods, street parking for sure.
Yeah, it works out. It's what I've been finding a lot of people do. It's what I did. I did Aspen street parking, Miami Beach, stayed in the street the whole time. I did West Side Highway in New York.
Hell yeah.
You know, but it's exactly like you said. You have to pull in when you're ready to knock out, go to sleep.
Yeah.
Don't open the door and cook your dinner there.
No.
You know, and don't linger too long in the morning. Just keep moving.
Yeah, just be respectful and
Yeah.
you just like don't invite unneeded attention.
Exactly. Yeah, and you usually, I imagine you'll have different spots that you kind of hit every night. Not staying the same spot every day.
Yeah, we do our best. I mean, we found a couple pretty good ones, but we definitely are conscientious of overstaying our welcome in spots. So
Yeah. So I usually ask people what their love life is like in a van, but you two found love in a van.
Oh yeah.
So that's exciting. So what has it been like dating and start a relationship, living on top of each other all day, every day?
That's fun. That's the best part right there. Oh,
Oh yeah. Not many excuses, not many places you can run to, I guess.
here's what I'll say, and then you go. Living with anybody is difficult. It's like difficult. I think familiarity breeds resentment if you don't have the right mindset, and you don't set the right groundwork. And it's never finished. You're always working on it. So like, and it only makes it more intense when you're feet from each other all day. So what we've learned, even if our like personalities complement each other way better than any other pairing, we need space. We need time away from each other. We've learned that.
What does that mean for you? Well, one of you needs space.
I'm tired of the back of the van, and I just go slow and show you.
Steven.
What does that mean, Hafa? How do you get space from my crazy type A personality?
Both of us work remote, but I also coach volleyball, and I have a small club here in St. Pete. I have learned that looking forward to see him is the best way to keep my mental health and my relationship healthy. There's days that I don't coach, that we could literally be sitting next to each other all day working on our job. It's too close, and I feel like, as he said, separation is so important because it gives you your space to like do what you want. I feel like both of us, we understand that we're in a relationship, but before everything, we're different and or unique individuals, and it's never gonna be like Rafael and Steven and Rafael and Steven.
If you don't maintain your own identity, you're screwed.
So
you can't bastardize the integrity of who you are in a relationship with someone, and like you can be a good partner, but you got to be yourself first, because if you're not filling your own cup, you can't expect to fill anyone else's. So if you're not happy, you can't make anyone else happy. So you got to be happy first, for whatever that means.
Right.
And we have learned that he can stay in the van 12 hours a day, like,
Hell yeah,
and
baby.
he is cool with it. I need to go. So I'm usually the person that like, I go to a coffee shop in the morning, and then I work, and then I come back and I make lunch, or he makes lunch, and then we have lunch together, and then I go coach, or I go back to like, I love to be outside. So even if it's to be somewhere that I can see the sky, I can like feel the air.
Yeah, we were in Boston, or maybe it was like Providence, and she was kind of like on the fringe of not being very happy because, like, I don't know, it's cloudy maybe, or she needed to be outside and wait for me. So she literally went on like Groupon or TripAdvisor and booked like a day sailing thing. So next thing you know, I see her like Instagram story, and she's like a bunch of other couples, and she's like on a sailboat. And I was like,
what the hell?
I was like,
where's the invite?
That looks fun. And she's like, needed space.
Separation is so important. Separation is so important. Separation is so important.
I've had, when I was in it for 2 years, my wife, the rainy weekends, stuck 2 days, can't really get out and do anything. Have you had that experience yet? You're kind of trapped?
Last week, he was like, why are you sad? I'm like, it's just sunny. I don't like
We're
it.
in Brazil for 15 days and we come back, and it was like the coldest it's been in St. Pete in years, and it was cloudy. So what do we do when that happens? We're probably fighting. I'm just kidding.
Or you separate someone to the cab and someone stays in
I
the
don't
back?
think it's happened.
No, I feel like this. When it's cloudy and cold outside, that I can't go outside, I get seasonal depressed. And he feels it. But I'm not a very good communicator. I would say something like, man, the weather feels this type, or like, but then I feel like after 3 days we just talk, and it's like, and then he asked me like, are you happy? Are you like, do you need anything? And I'm like, I think that was just a bad week. Like, it was just like the weather really. When I decided to move to the United States, I tell people, in 2016 I received an offer to go to Colorado and play indoor volleyball, and I was like, hell no, like, it's way too cold. And then a year later I received an offer to come to play for St. Petersburg, Florida, and the first thing I put on Google is St. Pete, Florida weather. And St. Pete, for those who don't know, it holds the records of sunny days in a row. It's 360. Yes. And then that day I called my parents and I said, hey guys, do you have a couple $1,000 for me to go to the United States? I didn't know English. Like, I could say, hi, my name's Rafa. That's all I needed. I knew how to say. And they like, sure. And then 3 months later I moved to St. Pete.
Amazing.
So I need sun.
Your Pacific Northwest trip may not last that long, because they're known for no sun.
You look like Jimmy Fallon.
I don't like that one. I've gotten that one quite a bit. Not my favorite. It's been a year for you. And how long have you been here? 6 months? How long?
We have been together for
at least a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, like that's our second day.
We
Like
started
8 months.
entangling in March.
Yeah.
So have you had any, what kind of like, any stories and experiences you've had maybe on your trips in the van? Weird interactions? Any knocks at night?
No knock. The only
No.
knock. No knock. The only knock I
good.
ever got. That's a good question. The only knock I ever got was I was in a Love gas station, sleeping overnight, and then I was like an hour south of Louisville, and it was the middle of a rainstorm, and there was a giant like cell coming across, like sideswiping us, and so there was like sideways rain. It was like a scene from Castaway when he was getting on the plane before it crashed. It was like bad weather, and I get a knock, and he's like, "Hey man, you can sleep here all good, but you have to like go over there." And I picked the spot I was in because there was 2 other sprinters with foil in their windshield, and I'm like, this is a great spot. And it was a Love gas station. I've done this like countless times before. It was so interesting to me because he told me to move at such a unique time at 5 a.m. when there was a storm hitting us at a Love gas station an hour south of Louisville, and there was two sprinters next to me. So like, he knocked on my door, told me to move, and he knocked, and I saw him knock on both the other ones, and it was like, huh, that's the only time.
At least he didn't single you out.
Yeah, at least yeah, exactly. But I was like, for sure, totally respect. Like, yeah,
You just got to go with it.
the only time we got knocked on. But experience-wise, we found thousands. What national park was it where it was really dark, and you'd been there, I think, maybe before. We only got to spend one night there.
Zion.
Zion
National Park.
Yeah.
Zion is badass.
It gets dark.
Yeah.
So
It gets
dark.
crazy dark.
But you can see the stars.
Yeah.
Like completely.
It's a double rainbow all the way.
We loved Telluride. Telluride was beautiful. Waking up and seeing the snow-capped mountains is like...
Because we got to town at night and it was very dark. So like we could understand the surroundings, but we couldn't see the surroundings. And then I remember waking up and opening the door and I was like, wow, this huge mountain is right next to me. That was really cool.
We were freaked out because like you get into Telluride and there's a roundabout when you're entering into the city. Have you been to Telluride?
No.
And it's like just like here, the signs of the parking, no overnight, like strict. And I was on Reddit. I did research before getting there, and it was like super strict. I'm like, all right, we'll see. And I even like Google mapped it, looked at the satellite view to see the different places of maybe where we could park.
That's the Taipei person.
Super hot.
I would never do that.
So chill. It was off season, but like still so chill. But it was cool. The snow-capped mountain being right there was like really cool.
What's it like being in it full time with 2 dogs?
2 dogs.
I saw Golden Retriever, and what's the other?
A mini Schnauzer.
Mini Schnauzer.
The cutest thing ever.
How's that?
In training.
In training,
He's
not
great.
to bark.
He's great. He brings this girl a lot of happiness.
That's good.
It's amazing. I think
Everybody piles into the bed.
I sleep tucked in to this corner, and I have
That's
to like side shoulder, and they get the rest of the space. So
Yeah.
it works out.
So, do you guys have any ultimate plans? How long do you think you can see yourself doing this?
in the van.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
good
the relationship
question.
is a question for somebody else.
This is a good.
I'll let you guys figure that one out. But in the van specific.
If it was just me, I could see myself, me and my golden retriever. I don't think I'd ever leave. I mean, I'm not even close.
You're addicted to
there
it now.
yet. I'm madly in love, so that changes things. With Play-Doh, the other dog.
But you come with Play-Doh, so it's okay, right?
Exactly. It's just a side benefit.
I will too.
There's a lot of chapters left, I think, within the van. I think full-time in the van, because of the heat in the summer and her volleyball business here, if this is going to be our home base, I think we're going to have to do a hybrid where we're renting a house or an apartment for like partially months if we can do it. But I love the van. And so I think I'm adapting to being okay with not being full-time van life because of the weather. And so if we're going to be in a place that's really hot, it's just, I'd rather pay for the convenience of having like a house or an apartment because of the dog than having to like stress out and make it work in a van.
Yeah.
But otherwise, there's a lot of those states that I mentioned earlier that I want to go to. Having the van in my life, absolutely for the foreseeable future, I don't see it like anytime soon. Living in it full time, probably hybrid.
Yeah, like this summer.
Yeah.
When it's about to get pretty
Yeah,
brutal.
yeah, we're gonna spend some time in Brazil as well, so we just have to talk about
We're
it.
just like we're fortunate. Like some people aren't. Like we've got our friends here, a lot of friends here. She's got a volleyball business. I've got friends here, but we're able to work remote, so we don't need anything too crazy. 1-1 is probably all we need, but we can pay less than $2,000.
One's a lot bigger in the van.
Yeah,
So.
it's so funny. Like we don't need much. We got means of transportation. We have like that's my golf cart. She's got a Prius. Like
Oh, perfect.
we're good to go.
Good. Perfect.
Cool.
Cool, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, it's a wrap.
Thank you.
Like, subscribe.